This pretty good coverage is brought to you by Power Grip, the official retail partner of the European Pro Tour.
Welcome to MDG Media's coverage of the Tyyni Open 2023, fifth stop on the European Pro Tour. We have round 2 front 9 coverage from the FPO lead card. Andrew Gum here in Disc Golf Stream Studios alongside Rachel Turton again. Thanks for joining me, and how are you?
Yeah, glad to be back. Thank you. Excited to get round 2 going.
Yeah, we got it.
First on the tee, we have Anneli Tõugjas-Männiste, 930 rated. Yeah, she had a great round 1, 75% fairway hits and 75% scramble. Yeah, that's a really good start right there.
Yeah, and she's currently leading the European Pro Tour point standings. Even though she hasn't got a win, she's been consistently up there near the top. We have Olivia Kindstedt, local from Porvoo, right around the corner. 908 rated and really finding her stride lately, coming off a big win at Oulu and a second place finish at Nokia Open.
Fantastic. Yeah, great start to the season. Another player with a great start to the season, Heidi Laine, 9454 rated. Yeah, definitely one of the favorites coming into the event. Yeah, 75% fairway hits in round 1. It's a good start, and let's hope she can continue today.
Yeah, sponsored by Clash Discs from Hämeenlinna. We also have you on the card, Rachel Turton, 938 rated from St. Andrews, UK. And sponsored by Prodigy Disc.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we got a stacked card. Here we get a look at our top 10. Anneli leading the show, 1 stroke over Olivia, who's 1 stroke ahead of Heidi, and you're 2 back from Heidi coming in here.
Quite tight at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting round.
Sure will.
We're starting on hole 1, a slightly uphill hole, quite a short one to start off with, about 72 meters. And yeah, this hole's playing slightly under par. A nice easy start, but one that you definitely like to be able to get a birdie on.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy hole, really. You just got to get up and over these apple trees. Quite a pretty little orchard green. There is that OB lurking there, quite close to the basket on the left side, and also over there on the right, which rarely comes into play, but depends on the wind, I guess.
Yeah, OB within circle 1. It's not an easy hole to land, I guess, but
yeah,
let's see how we do.
Anneli up first. Sponsored by Discmania. And putting a nice move on this. Right up there in the bullseye.
Yeah, fantastic. If you can get near that tree, you're in a really good position to capitalize for birdie. Olivia next on the tee, throwing a fairway driver.
She's got a nice spring in her step on that run up. I like the timing. It's quite a bouncy, good rhythm there with the weight shift.
Yeah, puts herself perfectly into circle 1. Very nice.
Heidi, absolute powerhouse. She's able to disc down here. Taking a mint. Fairly overstable approach disc.
Yeah, it's a really trusty disc for her. She really leans on it.
Putting it on a hyzer and almost hitting the basket. A little close to that OB line, but it's safe and should be a birdie.
It definitely does come into play sometimes, that left-hand side, yeah, just with the sloping, slight right to left slope.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going with the A3, overstable approach. And yeah, we'll land similar to Heidi.
Yeah, right there.
That first putt of the day is maybe always a little bit more nervous than it should feel.
Absolutely, yeah. Nicely executed, though.
Yeah, fortunately, we all left ourselves quite nice and close for that first hole.
It's looking like a star frame here right out of the gates.
See if Anneli can make it 4.
And she does.
Perfect way to start.
Fantastic.
Lead card showing us how it's done.
Yeah, showing there right where they belong at the top there. This next hole brought to you by Disc Golf Stream. Beautiful par 5 for the FPO field, 220 meters. Nice lush fairway, beautiful woods. You want to try to get your drive up past these 3 skinny birch trees if you can. There's also a little ditch there you got to be wary of. This marker there on the right that you see is 100 meters to the pin. There's that really skunky pond on the left you don't want to be involved in, of
You
course.
don't want to be in that, I agree, yeah.
Then this really tight gap as you get up towards the green. way uphill, much more than it shows on camera, and that gap's really tight. This big pine tree also is quite an issue sometimes when you're trying to get up there.
I feel like it's a good idea to aim like for the pine tree, and then if you hit it,
Yeah, it's inside the circle, so it's not like too bad if you hit it. But usually, sometimes it can roll back, but it just seems to knock a lot of discs off course if they look like they're tracking and stuff like that. That one's a little overturned. Not the ideal start. But it is safe. There is OB on that right side early. It doesn't come into play so often when it's not windy, but...
Olivia, nice straight shot. Maybe a little low, but perfectly in the middle of the fairway. It's a good start. Heidi with the salt, looking to use some of her power.
Oh, looks like it's a little bit nose up.
Maybe a slight slip on the end of the tee pad. Just leaves herself on the left-hand side of the fairway.
Yeah, it did look like she might have slid just a little bit. There was some rain this day, right?
Yeah.
It held off. Mostly it was predicted to storm a lot, but we were pretty lucky with both of our lead cards.
I just had a terrible release. I don't know why. I've kind of been struggling with these tee pads. They just feel like maybe half a foot short and kind of messing me up a bit.
Yeah, pretty far out of position here. But
just trying to chip back to the fairway, really. Make the third shot nice and easy.
Yeah, nice low power forehand. Gets you up to that 100-meter mark. Olivia with a nice swing. And it's in pretty good position, lined up nicely with the gap.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, you really want to be able to attack the gap for your third shot. Heidi making the line through the trees look really easy. Them silver birches really get in your head, but she laces the line.
Yeah. Nice forehand here, straight through the center of the gap. A little bit weird skip, but really good shot.
Yeah, this ground with all the tree roots and the rocks, it's not the friendliest of skipping grounds, but it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, you never know quite what to expect or what you're gonna get, I guess.
Olivia with a lovely power forehand, and yeah, she'll be in C2, I think.
Yeah, up there on the green. Heidi with a pretty powerful shot. It ends up fading out a little. She's pin high, but pretty obstructed over there. Those trees are probably going to be in her way. See if she can find a line through it. Anneli kicks hard. Did that go left?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Just an early tree leaves her in slightly out of position off the fairway. And yeah, it's real thick in there. It can be quite difficult to get out. So she just pitches really to the other side. Maybe a little too far off the other side of the fairway, but
yeah, you see that on this one sometimes, back and forth between the rough there, and it's not what you want to do. Makes things pretty difficult. That's a nice little touchy approach, putting it right up by the basket.
Pretty easy pattern pending, yeah, with the PA5.
Yeah, I like that too.
Lovely turnover disc. Yeah,
I got one of those in the bag, and it's been doing magical things for me.
Agreed, yeah, it's really changed my game. Anneli looking to do the same, but again, that pine tree that you mentioned, it really is quite catchy.
Yeah, man, Anneli's struggling a little bit here. Coming in with the lead, but she's gonna be dropping a stroke or two here to most of you, it seems like.
Olivia with a soft bid, perfect pitch up.
Maybe with a birdie look from in here. Catches a little metal, but not able to get it up and in.
Difficult position there, straddling out from behind the tree.
Quite obtrusive, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You're right behind it like that. Oh, wow.
Cashes.
Yeah, that's a good putt.
Yeah, from C1 long as well to save the bogey. So a really nice putt from her there.
For sure. Important stroke there. Easy par from Heidi. I think it's par tap-ins for the rest of you as well.
Yeah.
So everybody gets a stroke on the leader. We have a tie at the top.
Things are tight.
Yeah, moving day here. Everybody's jockeying for position, trying to do the best they can going into final day.
Hole 3 is another par 3. It's a downhill hole through a lot of trees. You have to hit this double mando first, 94 meters down the hill. And yeah, a lot of trees to contend with down there. They look quite skinny, but you know, they catch a lot of discs really.
They do. There's quite so many of them. This left side seems to be the widest gap. But the overhanging branches are an issue too. You really have to keep the nose down. If it's too high, they're going to get chopped down almost every time. They rarely fight through if they're high.
Definitely, yeah. Like you say, the left-hand channel is a bit friendlier. Either a backhand down there or a turn of a forehand.
Yeah, we've seen
ideal.
a lot of different approaches to this hole. And a new one I haven't seen too much is this kind of like hardcore backhand hyzer flip with a really flippy disc that stands up. I've seen a lot of the MPO field kind of ace running it with the backhand, which is interesting. I hadn't really seen that line so much before. Not that I recall anyway.
Olivia with a pretty good shot, just catches some of the last few branches and will leave herself just outside C1.
I think that's the mint.
Looks like it, yeah.
Skipping up close to the circle's edge.
Yeah, she kept it nice and low, which is good, but didn't just quite get the distance with it.
Yeah, just maybe a little more height to carry a little further, but she'll have a putt. I've seen a lot of this disc.
We have, yeah. I really like the Strider. It's definitely one of my go-to discs at the minute. Just a lovely straight mid-range.
Super trusty for you. Looks like a really good line if it can sneak through that right side gap. Oh, it does. It gets a little tree direction right to the basket.
A little bit of tree love. We'll take it.
Absolutely. Beautiful line there. A little help from the trees gets you even closer than you would have been, most likely.
Yeah, definitely. Anneli shows us a nice turn beforehand, just catches that last branch and will just be edge of C1.
Yeah, just a touch too high to contend with that ceiling.
Heidi wanted none of that with the long look. It's a tough basket perched on that rock just there.
Yeah, it's elevated just enough and kind of give you some problems if you airball it or if you hit and roll a little bit. Not the scariest green on the course, but still.
Yeah, another green with lots of rollaway potential, lots of difficulty. Olivia just bouncing off the cage just there and leaves herself with quite a long comebacker. But yeah, that confident putting stroke from yesterday is back.
Perfect. Right on the money.
Great par save.
Nice little turbo tap in from Anneli. Have you seen Katie Tata do that?
Yeah.
It scares me.
It scares me a bit as well, yeah.
She's so good at it, though. I think I've only seen her miss one, and it was from pretty far away in the wind.
That's not something I've got in my game just yet, but maybe I'll practice again over the off-season.
It's not even a turbo because it actually goes end over end. I think somebody was calling it a butterfly, but I'm not sure what it actually is, but it's like a...
Scary.
it's a very, very unorthodox, that's for sure. But yeah, it looks like Anneli's picked that up from her compatriot.
Yeah, sure.
Moving on, hole 4, another par 3, 108 meter straight shot. Lots of OB, right and left. A few trees to beat. Pretty slopey right to left.
Yeah, these rocks really come into play on the left-hand side as well. You know, if you're throwing a backhand and skipping off them rocks, then quite likely to go B. Even the forehand, you know, if it comes in a hyzer and catches the rocks, then there's a lot of rollaway potential. Yeah,
you see some strange reactions on the green here. Like half of it's that bare exposed granite rock, and the other half is quite lush green grass. So you can throw the same shot or just be a little bit different type of ground play, and it can be a whole different reaction.
I'm just trying to play this hole for par, really. I think with the potential for the reactions off the rock, for me, this is a hole where I'm just trying to control and play safe.
I like the playbook there. It's so risky and unpredictable to try to attack it. You know, even great shots, we see them go OB.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's smart. Just keep it straight in the middle. Nothing can go wrong. Easy threezy.
Easy threezy. I like that. Olivia with the forehand, but just doesn't quite get enough onto it. Hyzes out a bit early and is caught by a tree and just saves her from going OB.
Yeah, that was definitely heading for the OB. Tree knocked it straight down, luckily.
Heidi with the berry, also a mid-range.
Yeah. Fairly stable one. Can handle quite a bit of torque, and she's putting a little touch of Annie on it. It's drifting towards that right side, but I believe it stays
Yeah,
safe.
it just keeps her in, yeah. She knew that was a little bit lucky.
Yeah. Anneli taking her method, similar type of mid-range to you and Heidi. That was a little overturned.
Yeah, just in, but yeah, it was a little further right than she would have liked it, I think.
Super nice touch on this.
Mm-hmm.
Right up there by the basket. Well done.
Oliver's quite far away on this one, unfortunately.
She's got some crazy good range with this jumper, though.
Mm-hmm.
But that looked like just an approach, yeah.
Getting a bit of a roll. This is kind of a tricky green, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did left her about 5 or 6 meters left. Her putt's been looking so good this week.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about it, but yeah, that was kind of a strange reaction after landing right next to the basket.
Agreed, yeah.
Kind of popped up and rolled, curled a little. Nice little step putt approach and right next to the basket.
But nice and close, and don't leave it with any danger, really.
Nicely done.
Nice from Olivia.
Heidi cleaning up the par. This one, actually the fifth most difficult at 3.58. That'll be definitely tripping some people up.
Mm-hmm.
And no birdies today here.
Yeah.
It's a pretty long one. A lot of stuff in the way with the OB too, yeah.
I think a lot of the women could reach it, but there's so much danger around the basket that maybe the risk reward isn't quite worth it for this one, I think.
Yeah, I think that's smart. I know Elina Rudberg got it yesterday, but none today.
Moving on to hole 5, a shortened tee pad for the women this year, which I think is a really good move. We'll just be playing down this tunnel, which is another very skinny fairway, and if you're just a couple of meters off either side, then yeah, you're in real danger. So we'll all be trying our best to just keep it down the middle. Curving around to the right hand side before eventually snaking its way back to the left. It's a 180 meter hole. Yeah, it's probably plays like a pretty fair 180 meters really. Hopefully with some chances for eagle, I guess. If you get a good 100 meter drive, 80 meter upshot, there's a possibility for it. But a very tricky green, you know, you have to be very accurate with your upshots too, and you want to get yourself nice and close to that basket.
That's right, yeah. A few different twists and turns and then a scary green at the end of it. Pretty short par 5, but it's got plenty of teeth, and I think it's a pretty fair one.
I'm just getting the strider down the middle again, slightly off the left of the fairway, but hopefully shouldn't be too bad of a lie. Olivia with that flippy fairway.
Yeah, Sapphire putting a really good move on it. Look at it stabling up right at the end and sliding up on the path. It's really
That's
good.
the perfect shot. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that was really nice.
there. Up to the corner and one. Can't do it too much better. Heidi trying to follow suit. A little overturned. Can she get some more of that tree love she's been getting so much of? No, not quite.
Not quite. Yeah, it should just be off the fairway to the right, but not an awful reaction. Anneli also looking for the turn of a backhand.
She's taking a DD1. Trying to put some Annie on it, but not.
Oh yeah, she gets it.
Actually, it's quite good. Yeah. I'm sorry. That was fantastic. Yeah. Looked a little different out of the hand. But perfect flight. Yeah, well played. Nice standstill forehand here. Getting a lot of power there on that.
Yeah, just trying to get around this corner really, which I have, which is quite nice. Fades off to the right just a little bit, but
great distance. Yeah, way up there. Very nice. Heidi just jump putting up to the corner. Really well done.
Anneli trying to shape a shot now around that corner and then curving back in. And yeah, she's up there. It's a great shot.
Yeah, she's what, about 20-25 for the eagle?
Yeah.
Downhill, scary one to run, but
very scary one to run, yeah.
Especially from that angle downhill.
Olivia shaping another turn of a backhand really nicely, just catches that last tree and then just rolls in towards the basket.
She's way up there for an eagle look, though.
She is.
It's a long one, but Heidi, nicely executed shot here from a standstill. Did that? I think that's right by the basket.
Yeah.
Very nicely done.
I'm just slightly off the fairway again, thinking about trying to miss that tree with my hand.
Yeah, just kind of an abbreviated follow through to make sure you don't do any damage there.
Just turn it over a little bit and we'll just be down that little bit of a hill, still within C1.
Yeah, it's kind of a deep, dark place, but you didn't go too far, so hopefully you'll have an open look at the basket from there. Anneli just pitching up for the easy birdie after 2 really good shots.
Yeah, fantastic.
Olivia here for eagle from about 17 meters or so.
Yeah, maybe a little closer than that, but yeah.
Wow.
Cans the putt.
Is. Eagle.
Wow. We don't see too many eagles out on the course. That was a really great stroke from her.
Yeah, that's the only one so far. Just off the top on that putt. What a highlight. Eagle from Olivia.
Nice birdie from Heidi.
Tapping in your par. And Anneli also getting a birdie, so...
Yeah, leads a stroke to everyone there.
Yeah, 2 to Olivia.
She likes thanking the basket.
Yeah, she gives it always a little tap there. Moving on. Hole 6, par 3, 76 meters, way uphill. Pretty tight lines. There's a few different options, left, center, or right. Whatever you do, you got to commit and really hit it clean if you want to get all the way up there for a birdie look. You might want to think about landing just a little short and trying to slide up there. Otherwise, you might blow past. It's up on this big kind of mound of granite that really is quite slippery for discs, and but also a few kind of random roots there in the equation, and so you never know quite what you're going to get.
You never know quite what you're going to get. I agree, yeah.
Brought to you by Power Grip, #1 disc retailer in Europe, and recently moving across the pond over there and doing pretty well in the States.
Olivia takes the tee after that amazing eagle.
A little wide right. Can it fight back? Oh, hit something, and...
There's a lot of trees over on that right-hand side.
Yeah, not the preferred line, especially if you go that wide. It's pretty unlikely you're going to get through. Heidi threading the needle up the middle, getting some skip and slide up to...
Yeah, just inside.
Yeah. She had some major troubles here on this green yesterday, so we'll see if she's interested in that birdie or whether she wants to just take the easy par. Anneli looked like she was going up the middle gap, but ends up on the right gap. It could have been her line, but...
Yeah, looks like she got through all the trees, so I think she'll be quite a way up there.
You're going to the D1.
Good FX3, like straight fairway, but just such a high release. So maybe thinking about the hill a bit much, and yeah, we'll be pin high, but way down the hill on the left-hand side.
Olivia up first. Must have rolled back a fair bit. She's just going to try to put it close. And she does that pretty well.
Yeah. Again, yeah, tricky green, like you say, them discs have a lot of skip potential, a lot of rollaway potential.
Yeah, anything can happen up here on this green. And in general on this course, the greens are pretty sketchy.
Agreed, yeah. Heidi with the birdie look. Just high.
She was going for it, though. Just off the top.
Lovely from Anneli. Yeah,
Nice
she made it all the way up there.
And she's 2 down for the round and 5 under for the event. 2-stroke lead. Oh, no, sorry. She's even with Olivia. Excuse me. Olivia's playing
with the
hot.
eagle, of course, yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Heidi and myself just tapping in our paws.
Par's fine here. Kind of a nice birdie to get, but so much going on.
Yeah, a tricky one to run from far away.
Yep.
On to hole 7. par 4 this time, about 164 meters. We play another difficult fairway, you know, it's tree lined on the left and on the right. Lots of trees down on the rocks down on the ground as well. A good drive would probably land you in the middle, somewhere about here, with a straight look up to the basket. And again, another really guarded green, you know, lots of trees in the way, some rocks again on the floor, and yeah, you never really know what you're going to get with this upshot. So
Yeah, really cluttered up on the green, and then if you are able to kind of blast past everything, then you got to be super careful not to drop off that sheer cliff face at the end of this. It goes straight down all the way, nothing to stop it, and it's gonna cost you at least a couple strokes to get back up and in.
Another tough hole.
Indeed.
Anneli with a slight early release, but gets a really friendly tree kick back into the middle of the fairway.
That's the river for Olivia. Pretty neutral fairway.
Maybe a slight late release, but again gets a really friendly kick back to the middle of the fairway.
Yeah, fights through those really grabby junipers, and they put her right back there in the center fairway. Pretty lucky reaction.
Agreed, yeah. Heidi hoping to get this just down the middle.
That the salt again.
Yeah.
Way overcooked. Not a bad spot though. Should have a swing at least. A little bit pinched on the right side, but
Yeah. Going FX3 again, straight fairway driver, and yeah, just hoping to land it down the middle. Bit of an early release from me too, but fight through that tree to be just on the other side of it.
yeah, this one the third most difficult on the course. 4.75 average.
Wow, interesting.
Nope.
Oh, Anneli just kicking trees on the left-hand side and kicking just down the hill into that, yeah, the jungle down there.
Super thick rough all throughout the course, but that's really nice.
Yeah, maybe a little lower than I would have liked it, but chip my way up the fairway. It's okay.
Good distance. Maybe slightly obstructed over there on the left, but pretty close to the basket. Olivia really committed follow through. A little bit right side, but
Should give herself an easy pitch up.
Yeah. Oh, that looked good, but it kicks hard left.
I think that could have been really good if it didn't catch that tree, yeah.
Looked like it was just getting ready to break right towards the pin, but now she's way out of position. Anneli also in a really tough spot. Has to lean out. She's got those skinny little poplars in her way.
Yeah, if you're off that left-hand side of the fairway, you're in real difficulty. She gets herself back to the middle.
But again, hits a tree, and she's struggling a little bit here.
Yeah.
Coming off 2 birdies in a row. She was probably wanting that turkey. Now she's going to have to try to salvage a bogey, I believe.
Heidi getting herself up into the whiskers. Very nice.
That was a great shot.
Yeah, I don't think the camera really showed how difficult of a shot that was.
Big spike hyzer with the berg and going around the back door, everything. That was a very technical shot. Oh, whoa. Ping-ponging up right next to the basket.
Some nice tree kicks there. I'll take that.
You're bound to hit something on this green. It's all over the place. Great result, and nice jump putt approach from Olivia.
Anneli just pitching up. Yeah, it's a really difficult one to run with that cliff face dropping off behind.
Yeah, last thing you want is to see your disc rolling down there, because not only are you going to lose strokes, but you're going to lose a ton of energy just going down there and back up. It's pretty exhausting. Another one of those overhand tap-ins for the double bogey for Anneli. Okay, that was even worse than I thought.
Change leader.
Yeah.
Olivia now with a 2-stroke lead over Anneli and Heidi.
And moving on, hole 8. Really touchy, downhill, beautiful shot, par 3, 74 meters. Hart Island. Plays as a hazard. Anything outside, 1-stroke penalty, play it where it lies. Yeah, what do you think of this one?
It's quite a fast green, so even if you're lucky enough to land inside the island, so many of them discs will skip over into the hazard. So A very difficult landing zone. I think a really good landing zone would be just by the billboards. Give yourself a nice, easy tap in par with the stroke from the OB.
Yeah, a nice view of it from above here. Pin placed precariously in the corner there. It's,
Yeah, kind of a difficult putt to run at if you're on the long side of the island as well, because you have that OB looking back at you.
Yeah, and on this course, the shorties are some of the more tough ones, the more technical, tricky ones that'll kind of get you if you're not careful.
Yeah, I'd agree. It is a very technical course.
This one, 3.25 average on the day. 6th most difficult.
Olivia just highs her all the way, and we'll be off in the hazard on the left-hand side.
We did have one birdie so far from Josephine Johansson from Sweden.
Very nice. Perfectly executed by Heidi. Yeah, lands on the island and close to the basket. That's a really great shot with the berg there.
Perfect. It's looking like we're going to get at least one more birdie. PA3 from you?
Yeah, PA3 just overturned a bit this time. Maybe a little bit more wind than there had been in practice.
Flipped up on you a little.
Yeah.
I'll have a chance to save the par, but from, what, about 12, 15?
Yeah.
Kind of a scary putt to run.
Definitely,
as
yeah.
well. You know, last thing you want is to be double hazard.
Yeah, agreed. Anneli just hides us out and we'll be left side again. I'm just laying it up, really.
Yeah, I think
it's a scary one to run at.
Smart. Olivia was in a similar place yesterday and was unable to connect. Oh, and today it looked like it was good. Nubs, chains, but...
Everything but in, sadly.
Yeah.
Anneli from quite a bit closer and yeah, gets that OB par. Good way to play the hole.
Yeah, smart.
Heidi going for the birdie.
Just got it.
Perfect.
Nice one.
Taking strokes on folks there.
For sure. She's bogey free. 3
Very
down for the
nice.
round. Starting to creep up towards that lead. She's actually drawn even with Olivia with that birdie. 2-stroke swing right there.
Exciting. It is all to play for. Hole 9 is another par 3, going slightly up the hill just here. We'll cross over the little stream and then we're playing into these trees on the right hand side with the basket very close to OB. You know, there's probably only a couple of meters in between the basket and the long OB. OB all along the left hand side as well makes that backhand route a little bit more difficult. So, yeah.
Yeah, this route that the drone's flying is kind of like the more sort of righty backhand turnover line, but the more high percentage play is to go all the way around it on the left side with a power forehand if you got it. Those trees just keep growing, so it's getting harder and harder to sneak in through there.
Yeah. Quite a few limbs hanging down as well, so.
That's true. You really have to keep it low or get lucky. This looks a little too low. Yeah, and it hits one of them. She's going to be deep in circle 2. No chance to run that, though.
Anneli also looking for the turnover backhand.
Looked a pretty good move on this. I like the shape. Fights through that gap and slides up right up near the basket.
Perfect. Yeah, really well executed. It's a great shot.
Yeah, clean line. Olivia's going to try to follow that. Vapor trail. A little overcooked this time. Let's see if it can slide. Not too bad. Just outside the circle. Again, scary putt to run, though.
Agreed, yeah.
Here's that power forehand I'm talking about.
Exactly, yeah. That's where I'm trying to go. A little high.
A little high, but it's working back nice. And that'll put you inside the circle for a birdie look.
Yeah.
Was that D1?
Yeah.
Yeah,
4 D1s in my bag and just all slightly different stabilities. Heidi gets herself nice and close and yeah, doesn't ever bring that OB into play, so.
Nice straddle putt there for the birdie. I guess it's always a straddle putt with you pretty much, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, I definitely prefer to straddle now. Anneli tapping in the birdie as well.
Yeah.
Nice and close.
Tapping the band. Nice birdies from both of you, showing kind of the textbook lines, both options there, the backhand and the forehand.
Olivia and Heidi both just tapping in the pars.
Yeah, well played from the card. And that does it for the front nine. Nice and smooth. Quite a lot of green on the scorecards there.
Yeah.
Here's a little replay of that birdie from Anneli. And there we see our top 10 leaderboard.
Very tight at the top.
Three-way
Three-way
tie.
tie for first. Anneli Tõugjas-Männiste, Heidi Laine, and Olivia Kindstedt all on 4 under each.
Yeah, you're just 3 strokes back though, having a good round. Got a few birdies and having a good time out there. Gonna do it for that front nine. Big thanks to MDG Media for putting on such a nice production, and to all of our partners that make this possible. And thank you for joining me here in the booth. See you on the back nine.
See you on the back nine.